So far, we've covered 4 behaviors that lead to success. Just show up. Do what you say. They care when you care. And it won't change if you don't change. The 5th one is keep doing it. Keep doing it. So in other words, these are behaviors like brushing your teeth. There's things that you do every day. There are things that you do with everyone. There's going to be times when you fail. There's going to be times when you weren't able to do it. Well, get back up and do it again. Get back up and do it again. This is the idea. Now, mind you, all of them work together like an orchestra. And if you're going to keep doing things, it really is, number 4 becomes really important. The fact that you need to change. Because I believe it was Einstein who said, if you keep doing the same things and expecting different results, this is the definition of insanity. So all 5 of these behaviors, they work together like an orchestra. I know in my own life, this progression that I've made from the time I was 12 years old to now, 55, 43 years. When I was 12 years old, I started to put myself into the self-help section of the bookstore because I knew I needed to change. I didn't feel adequate. I didn't feel like I had things really, of course, I was only 12. How could I have them figured out? But I wanted to become better. And over the years of course, reading books along these lines, and then trying to apply some of these principles, and then getting the opportunity to work with some great leaders and some great people, some very successful people, this is when I started to realize how important these 5 behaviors were. And mind you, they're not ones I've done through my whole life. They're ones that after watching these successful people I got to spend time with and seeing what they had in common, I realized that they had all 5 of these in common. Now, they may tell me something different. Some of them said they were lucky. Some of them had attributed their success to, working under a particular situation or a particular company. But what I found was they all had these 5 behaviors. They were there for me. They showed up. They did what they said they were going to do. They cared for me. And they were constantly trying to improve themselves. Many of these people, when I would get into the car with them, they'd have self-help tapes or audible books. Now, mind you, I'm saying tapes because I was a young person, and this is when cassette players were in cars. Then, of course, it became CDs, and now it's Bluetooth. And I'm sure that many of these people who I rode around in their cars with as a young person, if I got back into the car with them again today, they would have the same type of self-help books playing. They would have the same kind of podcasts that they'd be listening to today because they were keeping at it. They understood the importance of continuously working on themselves. So again, all 5 of these behaviors work together. They have a cumulative effect when you do them all. This is what leads to success. Now, mind you, success, it doesn't have to be monetary success or worldly success. You can be a successful father, a successful coach, a successful artist, a successful musician. Success comes in a personal way to people. So don't evaluate your success or compare your success to someone else's success, because you don't really know what their success is. You only know it in comparison to what you think success is. So in other words, I'm not going to look at Warren Buffett and use him as my standard of success. I don't know Warren Buffett, for one. But 2, I know that he loved the idea of compound interest. He wasn't so interested in money. He was interested in compound interest and growth. And so it's very easy to look at Warren Buffett and go, oh, he's had monetary success. But that's not the measurement he used for his success. 5 behaviors. Show up. Do what you say you're going to do. They care when you care. It won't change if you don't change. And keep doing it. I hope that you find that these behaviors lead you to the success that I've not only witnessed in my own life by following these behaviors, but I've witnessed in and discovered and actually learned from many of the people that I consider true success stories. Remember, we're all stuck in the matrix. It's your job to find your way out. And I hope what we share helps.